I'm back. Last time I was telling stories and I got jumped by this wizard in his own house. And he decided to turn off my eyes. This time I'm going to tell the story I started telling last time. I'll start from the beginning. So, I'm hosting a D&D Star Wars 5e for those of you who don't know. And I'm using ChatGPT to try to help me with some of the quick creation of Jesus Christ. Be careful. He's an extremely talented and dangerous magician. I'll try to fight him while I tell this story. So, I've been playing. I've been hosting D&D 5e, and it's an interesting campaign, but I don't have as much free time as I wish I did. That was an illusion. You're the real one, aren't you? They're all real, or at least their bullets all hurt. Man, this is actually a devious strategy. My lord. You're not the only one who can teleport. I got him! Totem of Illusion. That was in the charm slot. World of Illusion. Kill the illusion. If he is even real. That was a fun little fight. I really liked that. That was extremely cool. Anyways, I guess I'll put this in my charm slot here. I don't know if that'll consume or what's the deal, but anyways, I was discussing my D&D 5e. I'm using ChatGPT to help me along the way because it can make things a lot faster than I can. And so it needed to be taught before it could do it. And it still has problems. Like it doesn't remember to put the reload property on guns and stuff like that. But it's trying. And I appreciate its effort because it takes work off of my plate. And I hear a villager. I think there's more structure beneath this one. Somewhere under this carpet, perhaps. There it is. Of course the illusionist would have a trap door. That just makes sense. Are you okay, prisoner? I shall set you free. So I'm using ChatGPT to... Dacia, you're unemployed. Well, I guess this is your house now. You'll probably have to clean that up yourself, Dacia. I can't help you with that. I'll put a waypoint here, though. This is Dacia's house. Oh, shit. I didn't name it. I think I pressed enter at the same time. There you go. This is Dacia's house. I didn't pick up the block that's supposed to be here, though. So, oh, wait. Yes, I probably did. It's probably just a plank, though. There you are. Yes, Dacia, very curious. I'm aware. And during the creation of creatures, it sometimes doesn't understand all the properties, but sometimes it does exactly what it wants. So I asked him for it to make 2 separate killer robots. The first killer robot, I defined one of the properties I wanted it to fulfill as being a high crit rate user. And to its credit, it did produce quite a cool way of doing this, where where in order to create this high crit rate creature, it has multi attack with its revolver, and if it crits, it does bonus damage. But I wonder if you count as a pig. Animal fat, a bone, some leather. Don't think that quite counts. That sounded disgusting to eat. And it had a cool ability where if it stands still, it can use an action to make a single shot with advantage instead of having its multi-attack. And if it hits, that attack crits. I'm not going to test if the rhino counts as a big animal for tallow gaining. And so I think it was really neat that it came up with I can sacrifice 1 attack and it has advantage. If it hits, it crits. So, very, very. It's not like it gets the critical effect of, critical hits automatically beat AC. I need to still beat your AC, but then I do critical damage. So, I think that was quite cool. It's the second killer robot, which it decided it also wanted to give boosted damage on critical hits to which I said, no, that's not the job of this one. And I found art first, and then I made the creature. And this creature wields 2 guns, dual pistols, and the dual pistols have knife attachments on them where the magazine is and just sort of, knives. What the hell was making that noise? But it created a creature whose weapons are dual pistols. I'm not running through the snow. I'm going to fall into powdered snow and die. So it created powdered snow. A powdered snow. It created the dual pistol shots, and each dual pistol shot did damage that I had to tweak down because it doesn't understand that guns are just regular attacks and not something super powerful. And so I tweaked down the numbers, but it was this funny clause that I left in. So it defined the range as 80 feet. I turned it into a range attack range instead, but it initially, by default, says, hey, you have 80-foot range. When you hit a creature with both shots from the pistols, so it has multi-attack, so it can use the pistols twice. If you hit something with both shots of the pistols, then deal extra damage because of the knives. So from 80 feet away, it does extra damage because it has knives attached to it. I think this is genius. Ray of Frost, epic, level 4. Summon Polar Bear Scroll, epic, level 5. Rabbit Stew. It's the damn fucking... It's the cow. That was... Oh, we also have summon horse scroll. That actually seems extremely useful. 7 arrows aren't that valuable. But this is the goddamn frozen bones. Apparently this is a unique item for this mod, so I will take them. Emeralds aren't actually that valuable. I can get more of them pretty easily. So, as I was saying something, I'm sure of it. Aha! Ooh, okay, he's really cool. And he's probably outside now. Or further down his tower. Also nether wart, so I don't even have to go to the nether for this stuff anymore. Oh, let's pick up the soul sense so we can grow it ourselves. Oak saplings, I'm sure I can get more of. Alright. Did you end up just going down? No. Ooh, wither skull! If there's one of these in each of these, I can already summon the wither. Well, actually, no, I don't have. Please don't be trapped. I just opened this with reckless abandon. Alright. A necklace. Some divine pearls. Spell of purification. Holy shit. Blessing of life? I don't have the inventory for all this stuff. A diamond? I should probably take a lot of this stuff with me. Here, let's start by putting on the necklace. That's for a heart ambulance. That's for... And these are belts. Hands, body, necklace. Might as well. I understand, pal. You don't gotta be very unscary. So anyways, doing bonus damage because I shot you with my gun. You're very far away. You take bonus damage from my there's a golden amethyst. This isn't actually that valuable. Neither of these bones, but like I'm gonna take them anyways. Most important thing are these fucking scrolls. Level 7. But I was describing the guns, dealing extra damage with the knives, because despite the fact that you're 80 feet away, I'm gonna hit you with my knives because you were shot. The gun looks sharper, therefore it is. Damn, this could have dropped tallow probably. Whatever died here. Never mind, it was probably a thing. Anyways, I have no clue where that ice made. No! 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 Powdered snow! Let me out! Let me out! Oh god, I don't have a shovel. I do think the powdered snow is very cool, but it's also very terrifying. It had a few other abilities too that it gave to these killer robots, but the funniest was being able to do extra damage from a distance, in my opinion. Or do extra damage with your knives because you shot somebody with your gun. And in case you're confused about the wording, it does literally say if I shoot you with both attacks from my gun, then the creature takes bonus damage, and then it gives the amount of bonus damage. And then it claims the reason for that bonus damage was the reason for the bonus damage was sticks aren't important enough to get blown up for a creeper over. And it says the reason for the bonus slashing damage was because the gun has knives on it. How much tallow do I have? 8. How many candles per tallow? 1. Jesus Christ, I need a lot of these. In this mod, I'll end up using lots of candles, that's why. Also, I just spoke to my dad a moment ago. He made a joke about being old and frail, and I went, come on, back when you were young, what were people your age like? Were they all old and frail? And he went, actually, yes, because he's from the Soviet Union. And back when he was my age, the life expectancy for people in the Soviet, for people his age in the Soviet, or the life expectancy in the Soviet Union was around 60. And a neat tower. I think it just leads to one of those underground dungeons, one of the classic style, but still cool nonetheless. Okay, let's take a peek just in case I'm wrong. Even though this looks exactly like the ones that do that. Though it is taking a while to get down there. Perhaps I was caught into a magic spell from this wizard tower, the endless elevator, or the endless staircase. Nope, never mind. Here it is. Goes quite deep. Oh wait, it must be on a mountain, that's why. Because it's only Y like 50. Oh. I can't really tell much else that's going to happen. I did accidentally create a really high level character because I was just making something. Oh yeah, another thing. I asked ChatGPT to make these creatures like CR8 was the number I gave it. And so it made both the killer robots immune to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. Which is really funny because we have one wizard and we have apparently the berserker does have a +1 weapon, so they're not screwed. Also, the monk is high enough level to where they can use their unarmed strikes, but they just can't use their gun. So I just thought that was hilarious as well. So they're not screwed, probably. They might die a couple times, but there's some special rules about death, which I can't explain to you because they don't quite know it all yet. I'm going to ignore all these gems for now because I'm not slotting gems into my armor. Aha! Is there TNT literally under each of these? There is. Blessing 7. That sounds good. Prevents killing... Oh, wait. What does it say at this? Chance to receive a short buff when hit. I'm not sure what the max level for this is, so let me look it up, actually. Blessing goes up to 10. Oh, then 7's not that good. And then Last Stand, 1. Normally, if it only has 1 level, it doesn't say Last Stand 1. It says Last Stand... 2. It goes up to 2. Yeah, I'm not going to bother taking it if it's not super high level. Reason is just because eventually I'll end up doing super high level enchants on important gear. And there's no real incentive to apply temporary enchants at the cost of a lot of experience. Perhaps the buffalo would count. Oh, well, here's some other animals first. Chop. The sheep do not appear to be dropping tallow, despite being one of the listed 3 creature types. Perhaps they're not big enough. There's a village here, though. I guess we'll peep the village. Oh, this is... I've just done a big-ass circle. My base is back around this way. I recognize this location. We're going to test... Do buffalo drop tallow? Or bison, my bad. No, they drop animal fat. Oh, this one got hands. It did drop leather, though. I mean, that's a resource you need a lot of in modded. From experience. God, this bard is amazing. Toss him a coin. But I accidentally created a really high-level opponent. So we'll see how well the party does into them. There's special conditions on death I can't list because if my players watch these videos, which is possible they might watch on occasion, then I don't want them to know all of the rules. But there are rules upon death which lead to them reviving. So... yeah. I can kill them. I don't feel bad about killing them. 24 should theoretically be enough. Didn't I also need string or something as well? And I've been ignoring string. Yeah. There's still string in that on that ship though, so... Spectral hammer. I mean, that just sounds fun. We gotta take this. Maybe I should invest in a bigger spell book sooner than all of this occult stuff. Honestly, this is just a random treasure horn. Wildern wing. It's not like the treasure is vanishing, I'm just not taking it right now. 24 should be plenty of candles for a while. Zombie spawner, I don't got torch. I'm not gonna break it. Let me into this pit. I thought I always carried a bunch of sticks on me. Oh, right, I threw them out to carry other stuff instead. There we go. Now if I want it, I can come back to it. Apotheosis, I believe, has built in like a Silk Touch spawners system where you can then regenerate your spawners and do stuff to them. So I'll probably end up doing that later, but I do believe you need Silk Touch first. You can't just break spawners and receive their loot. So that's why I'm not breaking it. I could use it later. Possibly. I don't know. I have mob farming utilities built in, and this series will be going a lot longer than the UHC, and I mean, reasonably speaking, there is just so much more that you can use all the unused items in Minecraft. Like rotten flesh in base Minecraft is used only as trading fodder, primarily. Like, I guess you can eat it, but primarily you use it to trade with villagers. So, you know, it's not that valuable. But in modded, I mean, rotten flesh. We got organic compost. We've got a mob filter. We've got chum. Oh yeah, these are a mod gateways to eternity. You can make portals to spawn mobs once you have some. You can use it to make rotten leather, to recharge your zombie scepter, to make a Kudoku, to make a mob masher upgrade smite, to make synthetic upgrade points, to make GM chicken feed cursed, and to make a hunger plate. But that was only the crafting. Next, we can brew it into a potion of hunger. We can use it in the scribe's table for the undead glyph or the not undead glyphs. We need it in order to make ritual summon possessed enderman, and also to ritual summon of the dusk. Oh, it sets the time to. So they're like, I mean, rotten flesh is probably one of like the easy ones that it's like all mods can just point to. But that's the type of stuff where it's like we gave something that had very little uses, a lot of uses. Because every mod, because if you have a bunch of mods and each mod just goes, we'll use it for this. And then another one goes, we'll use it for this. And then eventually, all the mods are just using a little bit of rotten flesh and suddenly it's valuable enough to farm. So I'm going to check out Spellbook real quick. Let's see, what's the biggest spellbook I can make? And for specifically, the Ancient Codex. Yeah, I don't have the ingredients for the Ancient Codex. Enchanted Spellbook requires hog skin and arcane cloth. How do I make hog skin? Drop from Hoglands. I don't have that ability yet. Alright, more hogskin. Iron one. This just requires leather, I imagine. Yep, 3 chains and 2 paper. I don't have paper, but I got sugarcane nearby, I bet. And how many spells can I have in that? 5. Oh, there's also the dragon skin one, which is my special. Oh, a villager Bible, which I'm sure drops from something. And then the druidic one has 6 slots and gives nature spells more. Which I don't have everything for at the moment. But I mean, like, you know, here, we'll make a second spellbook and we'll run some of my big, powerful looking spells in it. Chains, I remember how to make because for those of you who watched last time, I built a tower that used a lot of chains. I just put the leather away. And it was 2 paper as well. I do not have paper. I have no bitches, no paper. What a life. Here, we'll just toss this stuff in here real quick. There's probably paper on there. Let's go. What joke did I make about you? That was... Oh, yeah, you're the Halloween spirit. That's right. Oh, I can no longer double jump up there. Really? How did I get up before them? Well, I got up before I had the multi-jump. I remember I got multi-jump later. Oh, shit. There's probably a much easier way on. Like, there's probably a ladder. Wait, actually, I don't think there is a ladder. I don't want to ruin the integrity of the ship. Alright. Paper. That's flint. Paper. Paper. I also need string, so I guess it... This place didn't have the string, did it? It was somewhere else that had the string. And the paper, I suppose, is also... You know what? It was all at Dacia's house. Yeah. It was all at Dacia's house. Alright, we're going to Dacia's house, gamers. Oh, I should not be swimming around that goon. He's got a weapon made for murdering people in the water. I guess it sort of counts as a serpentine. He's throwing above me and under me each time. Oh. Neat looking water spear, though. I'll give it to you there, Cataclysm. You know how to make a dangerous looking spear. Other things from my D&D that I can tell you. Alright, so I made a high level monk, and monks are powerful at high levels. They hit a pretty decent power spike, especially against lower levels. And you know, if it's okay to make a very powerful enemy. Generally not as okay when they're outnumbered. But hey, it's okay. It's what it is. It is what it is. They're also ambushing them though. So the party is choosing to fight them. They are ambushing these people. So, you know, fair game, I suppose. They're going to have the advantage in the initiative combat. Did you not have paper? Should take the cobwebs just in case I need to make it. Could have sworn you had paper. There was a chest that had paper in it, I swear. It was somewhere that I looked in. Hey, Dacia, do you have a chest with paper down here? No, you didn't have any belongings. That's my bad, Dacia. I didn't mean to bring it up. I'm sure it's a sore topic here. You know what? I'll do a little bit of housekeeping for you. No problem. You know, I'll do a little bit more. Clean this place up for you. My good friend Dacia. Her house got taken over by a really sick mob. And by sick, I mean like cool, radical. They were quite cool. I did very much enjoy that. I like the lighting on that candle. Well, at this point, it'd probably be easier just to follow like a coast and find some paper, or find some sugar cane and just make some paper. I only need like 2. Well, I need 2 paper, so I need 3 sugar cane. You can't craft unless. But I was just gonna grab some paper because I thought there was just some in a chest nearby. Hey, that's a pig. He would probably drop tallow, but you know what? I'm gonna leave him alive. Why? Because I think 24 will be enough. I don't know how many candles the biggest ritual requires, but I'm going to assume not 24. Because most rituals are symmetric, so whatever, it's symmetric by a circle, which technically means you should be able to divide by 8, but it's Minecraft symmetric by a circle, so it's divisible by 4, whatever number it is. I mean, that would mean 6 candles per side, which I think is more than any amount that I recall using, because I think the most I ever used like 4 per side, maybe 5 at most, so I'm prepared for 6. The grand adventure for sugarcane began. Because none of it spawns, apparently. This music is sick. I'm finally driving my own car again. It's been having problems, so I've been driving my dad's car. But finally back in my car, which means I have my music back instead of just listening to the radio. But it's been so long that I want to change it again, all my music, but I gotta find the time to just sit down and redo my music in the car. Like, the songs are good, the songs I have in there, but it's just not the same. And one of my favorite bands in there, that I still like, is, and will be keeping, is Super Heavy. It is truly, they have, I don't know what to describe the genre of music, because there's definitely reggae influence in there. But at the same time, there's like almost like a hard rock in there as well. There's a lot of sounds going on. And I can't place exactly what sound they're going for. But it's real good. I know that. I enjoy myself some Super Heavy. If you're thinking about what is a good song to really introduce you to Super Heavy, Super Heavy by Super Heavy. Pretty good song. Common Ground by Super Heavy goes a bit funkier. Then we have Energy by Super Heavy, which goes in a completely different direction that I still enjoy. Like, it's just a good one. And then, like, I'll throw on Scorpions there, your classic hard rock. We've got some blues and some jazz in there, but mostly my dad listens to that. I'm not the biggest fan. But find a Typhon? It's not Typhoon, it's one letter short. Hey there, dude. I mean, it's sick. I don't think it's a dungeon. I think it's just I think it's just something to spice up the world. It might have loot in it, but I don't think so. It kind of just looks cool. And look at how that generated in. I'm also searching the stone beach for sugarcane, which feels a little bit silly, a bit foolish. What other sign? But the cream of the crop, the prime of music, is disco. And for those of you thinking, really? Yeah, really? Disco is the best genre of music. And for those of you thinking, hold on, maybe that's your opinion. No. That's the objective truth. And I'm sorry if you can't handle it. But the truth is, disco is the best genre of music. And you're like, all right, who are your disco people then? Who are you listening to disco? Well, we're running ABBA, of course. And you're like, oh, of course. But ABBA is second place to Bonnie M. And for those of you who don't know who Bonnie M is, shame on you, but let me educate you. So they are a really good disco band. And you probably know them for their famous song, Rasputin. The one that goes, Ra Ra Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. That was a cat that really was gone. You're like, oh, them. Well, did they even make any other songs? Did they make any other songs? Oh, they made a lot of songs. The next most famous is probably like Daddy Cool is pretty famous. We got Sonny, Painter Man. We got Ma Baker. Really, I mean they've got a catalog of good songs. I mean Rasputin's still one of their best, but that's why everybody knows it, you know? And so I recommend giving them a listen to if you're not doing anything else. I mean, what are you doing right now? Listen to some random dude talk about bands while playing Minecraft? Buddy, you could be listening to Bonnie M right now. Also, they had no paper in this village. So yeah, they're good. ABBA, by the way, very good. You're like, oh, what songs have they made? No, no one's saying that. Everybody knows ABBA. You know, Gimme, 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 Mamma Mia, Dancing Queen, Winner Takes It All. Like you know the classics. But what are some ABBA songs that we don't know? Maybe you know. Maybe you could educate us on an ABBA song or two that you know that you think maybe more people should know about but don't. Oh, I think you're referring to a Voulez-Vous, which is spelt like Valouz Valouz, if you're trying to Google it. Most ABBA songs are well known, so I'd be surprised if that was truly an unknown song. But, you know, SOS by ABBA. You know, if we're just naming a couple. By the way, this isn't the one I was in earlier, so I'm about to fill my inventory again, huh? I'll take the table with me. It's an axe-based harvest, huh? Yep. The classic strat of shutting the door in your own face. Yeah, but Disco's king. What do we have? Ray of Frost again. Do they stack? Nope, but I guess we'll keep it separated. By the way, here's some paper, so it got what I was looking for. Anyways, we'll go downstairs and we'll go try tussling with him, and maybe this time he won't freeze himself then vanish. Well, he did it again. Well, enough, I still have the soul sand and nether wart on me, so I can just come in here and take this stuff. Now we can loot down here. Diamond, more spells. 8th level magic missile! Oak skin scroll decreases damage taken. I mean, I'll take it. Don't get me wrong. Arcane essence. What does that drop from? I've been ignoring it, but it's used to make arcane ingots. Oh, you kill these guys to get it. I really should be taking this stuff, huh? What else do I need? Fit and steel altogether, all in all, is pretty cheap, so we'll just leave that behind. How far away from my base is this? Does it warrant a waystone? Yeah, might as well. Fuck it. The Tower of the Iceman. And I think I'll call the episode there. I'll be back shortly. For me. For you, see you tomorrow. And, gamers, happy October.